Hey everybody, this is Prince Onyx coming back to y'all for Don't Stop December. New video. I know it's a little bit of a different location, but still in my palace, my room, whatever. Just had to move around, that's all. But yeah, so tonight's topic, actually, I came this close to not even really doing a video because I got a little bit of a headache and I just didn't know what the heck to do a video on, and some of the things I want to do a video on, they really require a bit of extensive research and also like some work done as far as like collages and stuff like that. So I wanted to make this one just pretty much kind of simple or whatever. So let's get into it. So as you all know, in New York, the verdict came out this week for the whole Eric Garner Eric Garner case, and of course they they decided not to indict the officers responsible for causing Eric Garner's death. And the hip hop community had talked about that, from Diddy to Azealia Banks, Q-Tip, Questlove, Macklemore. People have went on their social medias and talked about it. So Azealia Banks had pretty much, she talked about it at first, and then she kind of spiraled into a little bit of a rant. I'm looking around for something. Oh, there it is. Anyway, she had spiraled a little bit into a rant where she pretty much had, talked about things like cultural appropriation, and she of course brought in her rival, I guess you can call it. She mentioned her rival Iggy Azalea. However, in this case, she shaded the hell out of this girl and called her Igloo Australian. The most hilarious thing I've ever heard. So she pretty much was saying that it's funny how, the white girls and the white boys can come into our culture, black culture, hip-hop, rap. They can come into African-American culture, take our culture and use it and wear it as a costume, thus cultural appropriation. But when it comes to black issues, they're silent and they are as quiet as a church mouse, so forth and, so on. Now, of course, she did not say that. I am summing it up and saying, and pretty much telling you pretty much telling you my look at it. And, me, I agree with Azealia Banks 100%. And yes, even though I do like Iggy Azalea, let's just be honest. When's the last time that you have heard her speak on black issues? Let's just be honest. Like, okay, she raps and all this other stuff, but when's the last time you heard her talk about black issues? Then on top of that, let's just say, for the simple fact, hypothetically, let's just set this whole situation up hypothetically. What if T.I. joined in and ended up attacking Azealia Banks yet again? When all she's doing is challenging your artist to actually do something instead of just take the culture. I like Azealia, I like Iggy, whatever, but let's be honest, the girl don't even speak on black issues. So, and it just bothers me when people like TMZ and this other whack job called Fish Rap on Twitter, they make articles talking about, oh, Azealia Banks said the most racist thing towards Iggy Azalea. Well, her whole Azealia Banks' statement was not racist at all. She didn't say anything bad towards Azealia Banks. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's ridiculous how, the mainstream establishment, the media, they will stand by her and support, and so, they will defend Iggy hands down. But it's like, somebody challenges her, like Azealia Banks or Nicki Minaj for that reason, then they want to attack them and be like, oh, that's racist, blah, 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 playing the whole reverse racism game. Now, me, I've never been one to fall for that bullshit because we all know that reverse racism doesn't exist at all. So, with me, it's just like, it doesn't exist. Therefore, why are we, trying to talk about it, bring that into it and getting involved? It doesn't exist. It's the most stupidest excuse ever to make, black people feel bad for bringing up, the fact that racism is still alive and well. Now, speaking of Nicki, when the whole thing happened with the BET Awards and people were like, oh, she was calling out Iggy for having a ghostwriter, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, people, of course, you got Iggy fans attacking Nicki or whatever the case may be. And, let's just all bring it back down to earth and be honest. Hold on one moment. So yeah, let's just be honest. let's bring it back down to earth for one moment. We all know good and well that Iggy Azalea, aside from being the new artist, the new it girl on the block, we all know good and well that she is just, at the end of the day, she is just a stand-in for Nicki, because we know that although Nicki does have a huge pop music fan base, that, you know, white people still don't like her regardless. So therefore you get Iggy, and the white people who don't like Nicki, they will attract to Iggy. That's why yesterday in my video where I talked about longevity in artists, I said that with Iggy's fan base, you got to realize that, you know, they may have racist, racial undertones and tendencies that they keep on the hush-hush, but if you attack Iggy, you know, her fans, their racism will come out full-fledged, and they'll just go through the roof and attack you. And it's just, you know, it's so ridiculous because it's just, it's so ridiculous because it's just like, you know, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, shit just drives me mad sometimes. But pretty much, you know what, also speaking of Nicki, let's just bring this into play. It took Nicki damn near for her to be like 26, you know, pushing 30 almost, for her to finally get to mainstream. Which, you know, age is not really a big problem, but in all terms and purposes of what I'm breaking it down to, it's like, you know, it took her almost close to her, you know, 4 years away from being 30 for her to finally get into mainstream America and finally branch out and become the Nicki Minaj, the pop icon that we know today. But whereas Iggy Azalea, who's like 23, 22, who's very young, you know, it didn't take her but what, like a year of some like YouTube videos she shot in her house for her to get discovered and signed. It's like, you know, and not even just with Nicki, but other African American women and also men, it just takes us so long, for those of us that want to cross over to mainstream and want to get that mainstream success, those of us artists who are developed well enough and know the system and may have been signed before but took a break and went indie and may want to get back into having that machine behind them. It takes you so long to get to that spot that somebody like a Malcolm Moore or a Mac Miller or Iggy Azalea, they can come along and then just pretty much get signed right on the dot, like right on wax. And it's just like, it's so crazy to me. You know what I'm saying, y'all? It's just so crazy. I don't know. I just really don't. I don't know, you guys. It's just so crazy to me. It's just so crazy to me. Like, it blows my mind sometimes. I just get so baffled sometimes. Just you know, just how, you know, man, people, you know, mainstream America wants you to believe that we live in a post-racial society, but we all know good and well that that's not true. And if it was, you know, all this stuff that's going on and that's been going on under the radar, it wouldn't be happening. It's just, it's so damn crazy, y'all. It's just really crazy. So pretty much, I guess what I'm pretty much saying is that, you know, with culture appropriation, this really being part 2 of the culture appropriation video topic, because I did part 1 a few months ago. You can look back into my, you know, history, into my video catalog. I did a culture appropriation video a while ago that was also talking about Iggy Azalea and the time that K. Michelle had, you know, pretty much got at her on Twitter. And then, of course, messy-ass Perez Hilton had stormed in, and, you know, messy-ass Perez Hilton had stormed in, and he just was just like, oh, you know, yeah, you need to leave Iggy alone, and nobody knows who you are. But clearly, Perez, you came for K. Michelle, so clearly, motherfucker, you know who she is. So for you to say that, oh, no one knows who you are, you's a goddamn lie. You know good and goddamn well who she is. It just blows my mind sometimes, like, man, shit just blows my mind sometimes. It's a crazy world we live in, and man, shit just gotta change. So, I mean, you know, for those of y'all who read the tweets from Azealia Banks, do you think that she was right with what she said? And then on top of that, if you support Iggy, if you're an Iggy fan, you know, what do you think about her not taking a stand on black issues, but being so in love with black culture and black music? What do you think of that? And then on top of that, you know, when it came to Nicki, you know, coming for Iggy, you know, what did you think about that? That's pretty much, you know, just to throw that out there. So what do you guys think? I want to know your thoughts. You know, comment box below, and let's get the conversation going. And, you know, just my prayers and condolences go out to Eric Garner and his family. And, man, we just got to really change and try to make this world a better place. And, you know, just, yeah. So, you know, follow me on Twitter, Black Onyx1. Follow me on Vine, Prince Onyx P.O. Like my Facebook page, Prince Onyx. Follow me on SoundCloud, Prince Onyx. Follow me on Tumblr, Black01, BLACKO, the number 1. And Instagram, Prince of the Go. And, you know, I will see you guys tomorrow. And, you know, have a wonderful rest of the night. And I hope you guys' day went great. And, yeah, also, the stuff that's behind me is not my hair sticking out, in case that's what you guys think. Those are just some little trinkets of mine. And, yeah. So, yeah, you know, just culture appropriation. I hope you guys enjoy this video. And, you know, don't stop December. Let's keep it going. Oh, damn, these glasses, they've been sliding off. Jesus. Anyway, yeah, don't stop December. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Peace, love, and happiness.